the goal of all YouTube videos is really to promote your brand, get your stuff out there, but to get more subscribers, right? Hey guys, and welcome to this week's episode of Social Marketing. My name is Eric, I'm with the Orange Stack, and each week we show you guys how to use social media in your business to really increase sales and just get more business out of it. So today we're talking about YouTube, and I love YouTube. It's great. It's the largest video distribution place in the world, right? It beats out any cable provider. I actually can't remember the exact number right now. I think it's 1 billion people come to YouTube every single month right now to check out their content and watch video, and hours of it too. And so if you're trying to reach people in the 18 to 49-year-old demographic, it is hands down YouTube. And I think 49 and up, it's probably still pretty strong compared to most other video platforms. So if you're good on video and you're comfortable with it and you're saying, all right, Eric, I'm finally listening to what you said and I'm going to go bigger on YouTube, let's grow your YouTube channel. Today we're talking about how to increase the followers and everybody that's engaged with you on YouTube in 2018. So the goal of all YouTube videos is really to promote your brand, get your stuff out there, but to get more subscribers, right? That little red button in the corner that tells you how many subscribers you have currently, that's what you're trying to increase. You're trying to get that number to go bigger. You're trying to get more people to engage with you on a daily basis, whatever it is, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, however often you put your content out there, you're trying to get them to come back and watch more stuff. And by subscribing, that little bell in the corner of up here, wherever it is going to indicate to them that you've produced a new video and really show your audience the new content that you have coming out there. So get on YouTube if you're not already done preaching about that, but the goal is to just get more followers. So tip number one is really to have an amazing profile, right? So when you get to someone's profile and you haven't subscribed to them, you get that little about video, right? You can make that thing 10 seconds long or an hour long. There's anything that you can do there. What I would suggest is having a great video that you probably spend some time really crafting and making it about you, right? So why you're in real estate, why you're selling homes, the area that you work, what you do, what makes you unique, you know, how you help your clients, maybe having some testimonial videos in there. Keep this video to like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe 4 or 5 if you have to, but have it be everything you, what makes you unique and you, and that's probably gonna have the most views out of anything that you put up there. I've seen channels with like 100 followers, 100 subscribers, but have 80,000 views on their about video. So just know that your about video right there needs to be the most well spent time on any of your content, because that's where most people are going to watch. And then you have the little description thing, which I guess depending on which way you're looking at this video, it's probably going to be on that side, and it's going to show your audience again who you are, and it's going to be the written word of what it is that you do. So if people don't want to watch the video, they have that opportunity to read about it, right? So having that, and then the channel art, the little thing at the very top, having those 3 elements, the about, the video, and the channel art at the top, all on point, is the most important thing you can do, because it sets you apart of being interesting and shows your audience what it is that you do. So you can do a lot of different things with that. There's a bunch of other videos we've made about how to edit the channel art and what you can do with it, but just know that those 3 things are probably the most important things when you get to your channel, and check that part out. The other thing to consider in your description really is using keywords, right? So I live in Southern California. I used to sell homes in Southern California, so if it were me, and I'm talking about me here, in my description I would use Southern California real estate. I would mention maybe the cities that I sell homes in, that I work a lot in. I would put, you know, selling real estate agent, buyer's agent, new homes on the market, coming soon, things that are going to be interesting to the clients that you're working with, right? So think about your clients and what they're actually looking for, and that's the keywords that you actually want to put into your description. Side note, there's a cool program called TubeBuddy, and you can do a lot with it, but basically it's kind of an add-in to YouTube, and it helps you develop your keywords. And so if you use, for example, buyer's agent versus selling agent, it's going to tell you which of those keywords is going to get you different results. So you probably want to use both, but it's going to show you how you can use those and really get better results with it. So quick side note to go check out TubeBuddy. There's a free version, and then there's a couple different paid versions as well. Talk about a couple other ways that you can use it in your YouTube plan going forth. Okay, the next part is when you're actually uploading content to YouTube, you have the opportunity to put in keywords, right? And tags of content that describe what it is that you're doing. So if it's, you know, a new listing or an open house or a property tour or market updates or, you know, just stuff going down in your town, fill in the blank of town name, right? The keywords that you use in here are critical. And going back to that TubeBuddy thing for a second, you can really figure out what keywords are going to perform better when you're changing the description description of the title of your video, try playing with a couple different words. So let's just say you're going to use, top 10 things to do in San Diego. Maybe you change top 10 touristy things to do in San Diego, or top 10 outdoor things to do in San Diego, right? They just think about different ways of changing that description. TubeBuddy on your side is going to show you which of these descriptions is going to rank better and get you better results. So play with that, and don't be set on this is the way it has to be described, or this is how I want to call my video, because there's probably a better way of doing it that's going to get you better SEO search. So when somebody searches, what do I do in San Diego? You want to be at the top of that list so that people find your content first. And that's really the way that YouTube works. Unless people already know about you or you're recommended because of content that you've shared in the past, the only way of being found is when someone searches that YouTube bar up top and says, what do I do in San Diego? Your content's going to come up first. The other thing to consider with your description and your keywords and stuff is using trendy subjects, right? So real estate's not that trendy because it's just old and nothing really changes that much. I mean, the market goes up and down, and maybe you have a big change in the market, or the market starts crashing like it did back in 08, and you can talk about that, but generally it's pretty steady Eddie. So try to find things that are trending in your area that you can talk about, right? So for example, recently San Diego just passed something that said vacation rentals are not going to happen anymore. You can't own like an Airbnb type thing. They're trying to discourage homeowners from having that Airbnb type situation because they want to give precedence to the hotels and the other vacation rental properties. And so that's big news. So if you're in San Diego and you're producing content, that's something to write about. Read the news, look in the real estate section, find big trending topics that have to do with your area. Even if it's not something to do with real estate, but it's more touristy driven, or whatever happens, in your area that's big that you can kind of run with, right? Include that in your description, whatever it is. Find something that's going to be relevant to your area, that's going to get people to search for that word, right? So vacation rentals or Airbnb in this situation, and that topic's going to show up, and you're going to be at the top of that list if you do your keywords right. Okay, so another big one here is thumbnails. And remember, these are all things that help you rank better before somebody even hits that play button. So they don't even need to engage with your content up to this point, because it's what they see, it's what they've searched for, it's what the description of that video is. You're just trying to get somebody to hit the play button. And after they hit the play button, maybe they'll subscribe to your channel, maybe they'll watch more content, but you're just trying to hit play. That's the whole goal of all. So the thumbnails, right? Like that's the little box that shows people what the video is going to be about. And you can have the still video thumbnail, or you can have kind of a short rolling film, right? That kind of shows a couple seconds of what you're going to see in the video. That's to kind of help prevent clickbait. Okay, so if you show a Lamborghini in your video, for example, and there's nothing to do with Lamborghinis at all in your video, that's called clickbait, because you're trying to get people to click because they're like, ooh, what's going to happen with Eric and his Lamborghini? There's no Lamborghini in this photo. Too bad. But the point is you want to have engaging thumbnails, right? So including text somewhere in the description like we do in ours, having a description in the thumbnail of what's going to come up, because after a video plays, you might get recommended, right? And it's that grid that's like 4x3, I think, and it shows the different recommended videos are up next. Your title that you put in the bottom doesn't always show up in the video. It does if they mouse over it and all that, but you don't always see the whole thing. So you might want a short description kind of in this area down here, not taking up your pretty face, but down here, that talks about it, top 10 things to do, again, in Southern California, or the clickbait side of it, like how does the ban on vacation rentals in San Diego affect you? So something that's going to be like, whoa, I really need to watch this, right? It's kind of like flipping through the evening news and seeing what's going to be that highlight video this week that I need to pay attention to. So having some clever thumbnail, and I'm talking great quality image, so it's a nice image. Go to a stock photo, or Pexels, P-E-X-E-L-S is another website I like for really good images, or use one of your own. Maybe there's a great part of the video content that you have that helps demonstrate what somebody's going to learn from watching your video, but chances are you might have to incorporate or bring in a new photo that kind of shows what that video is about, and to get somebody to click onto the next part of actually playing your video. I think the big thing to realize with your thumbnails is you got to know your audience, right? If they're 13 and they're into makeup and nails and all that kind of stuff, you're going to want to show somebody getting their nails done. If they're a consumer who's probably 40 to 70-year-olds, you have to speak to them. You have to know what's going to get them to click that thumbnail and watch your video. So showing a house from the curb may or may not work. Having, again, kind of a thought of the news, right? Like your clients are probably watching the news every night. So think about what's going to get them to turn in and watch the 8 o'clock news, the 9 o'clock news, or whatever time news happens nowadays. Like that's probably the type of thumbnail that you need to have. Something that's going to say, oh man, I really need to know about this. What's going on in my area? Okay, and And then last but not least is content. Content, right? Content is king. After they hit play, now you've got them all the way to the point where they're like, ooh, this looks good, let me hit the play button. After you get them to hit play, the whole point is to get them to watch the whole thing. You know, if your video's 4 minutes long, you want them to watch all 4 minutes. You don't want them to come in, watch 10 seconds of it, realize they clicked the video that they're not interested in and bounce. So you gotta have a really front, engaging something, a topic, the thing you're going to learn from watching this, and then keep them captivated the whole time. Keep it interesting, engaging, all that good stuff. You know, we do most of our stuff in front of a white green screen like this, in front of a white screen, so it's kind of the same neutral pattern the whole time. But being outdoors and talking to people and showing interviews and just showing a full house or walking down the farmer's market, things like that, because they're wondering what's around the next turn, what's going to happen next. I need to keep watching because I'm curious of what's going to happen next. Like, that's the whole point of your video, right? It needs to keep people interested. You don't get bored during a Star Wars video, even if it's 2 hours long. Like, you're interested in those type of videos if you're interested in Star Wars videos. The point is have engaging stuff that's going to tell your story and keep moving them along. And you don't really want to hold out the whole topic of the video till the end, but you definitely want to keep them going, that they realize that at minute 4 there might be something that I don't want to miss out on, so I better keep watching this whole entire thing. So that's the point, is once you get people to watch your stuff, keep them there the whole time and keep them coming back and get them to subscribe, because that's how you're going to get them to come back and watch more and more and more. And here's another quick tip at the end, is to ask for subscribers, right? So at the end of this video, I'm going to do it. You better wait for it. It's going to happen. I'm going to ask you to subscribe and share this with somebody, and that's what you need to do. Ask, or it's not going to happen. You know, people are going to forget to subscribe, and they're going to forget to share this content with somebody else that they know. So figure out how you're going to work in there, your subscription thing at the end, and how you're going to have your call to action of getting people to share your video or watch more or go check out this link or do anything like that, and just figure out your outro, and that'll work out well for you. Okay guys, this video has been quick and just straight to the point, but what I want to instill to you guys is that video is king, and there's, again, billions of views happening on YouTube every single day. You can take your piece of the action. I don't think video views are going down anytime soon, so you need to start getting more comfortable with YouTube. You need to start producing more and more content. Get to the point where you're putting out something every single week, and it's just going to help you and your comfort level and everything that you're doing. I think you're going to appreciate the end results. So guys, thanks for following along each week. Here's the call to action. Subscribe to our channel and be sure to share this with somebody. I know that there's a lot you can do with social media, and not everybody's comfortable with social media. Not everybody's comfortable with video or Snapchat or Facebook or all that. Good news is, no matter what you're into, whatever your flavor is, we have something for you. So go check out our channel and see what else we can show you how to do with social media, and how you can get a better ROI from your business, how you can get more followers, subscribers, and actually sell more houses this year. Thanks for following along, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.